Welcome back on board the Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas. In this series, we have already taken a look at an aqua theater suite with a huge wraparound balcony at the back of the ship. We saw what you get when you book a so-called grand one-bedroom suite. We compared that to the amount of space that you also get if you just book 2 adjoining balcony cabins and leave all the doors open between them. And today, we're gonna look around probably one of the most ridiculously large, insane cruise ship suites I've ever seen. I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. I travel all around the world to popular and not so popular tourist destinations to give you a very honest, unofficial look at what it's like to be there. I also wrote a book called Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship, filled with incidents that have happened to me around the world, including getting stitches on a cruise ship, very similar to this one. So if you like to hear about things going right and horribly wrong while traveling, check out Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship. Just to catch you up, in case this is the first video you've watched in this series, the reason I got to go into all these suites is because somebody on the cruise organized a so-called cabin crawl. That's where a bunch of people go visit each other's cabins. So I didn't actually stay in any of these suites. It was just through the generosity of the people staying there that I got to make these videos. That's why you see a bunch of other people walking around in the background. If we check out this helpful diagram from the Cruise Mapper website, you can see that aqua-colored square on deck 17 is the suite we are looking at, and there is only one of these on the entire ship. Another interesting fact is this is the only cabin on the ship that has a red door. When you walk in, you are immediately bombarded by a barrage of colors and textures. This really does not look like any other suite I've ever seen, and of course, this design is not for everyone. I try to avoid making the kind of cabin tours where I just describe everything you're seeing, like, here's a bed, there are 2 lights next to the bed, these are the switches, there are 4 drawers. So just take a look around, and as you are visually perusing this amazing space, remember that everything you see in here, including all the treats, the snacks, the video games, the soda selection, etc., they are all included in the price of the suite. On the Royal website, it says, the Ultimate Family Suite is part of our Star tier, the highest in our Royal Suite Class collection. That means you'll enjoy access to VIP perks like complimentary drinks, specialty dining, and Voom internet, and a dedicated Royal Genie who can coordinate exclusive one-of-a-kind experiences designed around you, from planning the perfect date night at sea to reserving front row seats to your favorite performance. I've talked about this before, but when you book a suite, it's always about more than just the extra space. You get a lot of extra perks as well. Speaking of the price of booking this suite, we're going to talk about that later, so stay tuned. There are so many fun, playful things in this suite. I wanted to point out here that the dining room table is actually also an air hockey table. I've never seen that before on a cruise ship. Also, this game area with like every different console you could imagine. You can also set this up like a home theater kind of setup or a cruise suite theater setup. And there's a whole second level too. Okay, imagine you're like 8 years old again. Would this not be just a dream come true? Can you imagine what it's like to stay here as a kid? Amazing. I mean, I wouldn't have any problem sleeping over here on this side as an adult either, but it is super colorful and I think very geared towards young people. Definitely a lot of colors in here. How are we feeling about this wallpaper in the bathroom? I mean, there's colorful, there's vibrant, and then there's this. This is a lot, don't you think? The kids' room and the adults' room over on the other side, which we're going to look at in a minute, they're both open to the downstairs, so you don't really have a lot of privacy, and the kids are going to hear you if you're still partying at night when they go to bed. And like if you're going to share this with another group of adults, for example, you don't really have privacy from them. But if you're looking for a big suite on Royal for a group of grown-ups, there's definitely other options. Don't worry about that. I love this cute little door within a door that leads from the kids area to the grown-ups area. Take a look around the grown-up side here. It's much less colorful. It's more relaxed, which I really appreciate. I think they did a good job with that. And it has a full bathroom as well, and a door or that is Morgan approved, which is something I talk about all the time. It means it closes all the way and it's not see-through like a trend in a lot of the modern hotels nowadays. Here you can also see what I mean about it being open to the lower level. There is a curtain you can close, but you know, that's not the same thing as having an actual walled-in room and a door when it comes to privacy and quietness. So, should we talk about that slide in the corner? One of the many things that makes this suite so unique, not only for being on a cruise ship, but just at all, is the fact that it has a twisty slide that goes from the top level down to the lower level. Obviously not a necessity, but hey, if you've got kids, this is just an amazing feature. In fact, the entrance to the slide is right next to one of the bunk beds, and I think as a kid, I would have loved the idea of waking up and just sliding out of bed right down to breakfast in my PJs. I also think that as a kid, if someone left me unsupervised here, I probably would have started dumping water down the slide to see if it would go faster. At the bottom of the slide, there's a selection of beanbags and pillows, which may be there because kids tend to fall off of slides or because it's just a nice place to sit.
I could get used to this.
The suite also comes with a huge balcony that has a climbing structure for the kids and its own quote-unquote private hot tub, but one thing you do not have on this balcony is actually privacy. Anyone on the sports court, the mini golf, or basically the back end of the top of the ship can see your entire balcony, and at night, they can even see into your cabin, which, for me, it's kind of a negative point. I mean, I think I could deal with the compromise if somebody gave this to me for free, but there's no going out for coffee in your underwear on this balcony. What do you think about that? Deal breaker? Okay, I know I said we were going to talk about the price of booking this suite, but unfortunately, I couldn't find one. I tried to book it on the Royal Caribbean website for every cruise from August until November on the Symphony, and it was never listed as an option. In fact, there were quite a few sailings where every suite was sold out, which is really surprising to me. I don't know if Royal is for some reason blocking them or if it's really sold out. Maybe you can only book this suite through a travel agent or by calling Royal directly. If you know, please let me know in the comments below. Judging by the prices I found for some of the other suites, I'm assuming this goes for upwards of $15,000 for a week of cruising, and honestly, I'm just not gonna pay that. If you can afford it, I'm so happy for you, and I would love to be your friend, but this is just really far outside of any kind of budget I have for that kind of travel. All right, everybody, I'm going back up to that pool deck to get me some sun, and I hope to see you back here soon, sometime on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. See you then.